So we do
I have to
one
ask
question.
You know what the GOAT's number was? 23. And the thing about this podcast, REI Baddies, they also have 23 episodes in their first year. That tells you they are the GOAT of podcasting right now. They're filling the space between OGs in the business and brand newbies. They are absolutely killing it. And also, we need way more women investors that are doing podcasts. Why? Because right now, there's proof, scientific numbers that are telling us that more women are entering into the business of real estate investing and developing than ever before. Here's the thing. You got to go check out their podcast every Monday morning at 6 a.m. These guys are such badasses, baddies, that they drop an episode early in the morning because only early birds catch that worm.
What's up, Baddies Nation? Welcome back to another episode of REI Baddies, where real estate gets real. I'm your co-host, Rachel Davis.
And I'm Kate Baldwin. And today we have Jeff and Lori, who have been together for such a long time. And one of the things that we love about them so much is that they don't just build a business together, they literally fly together. There's something really telling about the level of trust, communication, and that calmness that is required to share a cockpit. And as I share the screen together today, all tight and nip, we think that this show is how real people show up and approach life together by lending, investing as well. We're really glad to have you guys both, and welcome to REI Baddies.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you.
We're so excited.
Awesome. So for people in our audience who are meeting you for the first time, how long have you two been together, and how did your story begin?
So you want me to take it from the top?
Take it from the top.
2019, my son, one of my four boys, I have four boys, decided enough of me being single, threw me on a dating app, did not know about it, and swiped. And so here's Jeff. And so
I'm one of the swipeys.
Right? So he had met his forever on Tinder a month before. I know that's crazy. And put me on it against I did not know. And so he's like, hey, this guy looks really cool. Date him. And so it was complicated, and we're very different and come from different backgrounds, and our politics are different and everything's pretty different. So we just pretty much tried to go like, we'll be friends. And then we fought that for a year, and then we fell in love. Yeah. So here we are. Yeah. So it's been since 2019.
We're different.
Politics have been, it is very tough. We have a no politics zone in our house, and definitely in the hot tub. No politics.
All right. Well, we'll have to do a sidebar on that one because that's interesting. So.
At
what point did obviously you guys meet now. At what point did real estate enter that picture?
From the beginning, I was running 3 hospitals, and Jeff was running a construction company, and as a lot of operators do, the back end was really what he was failing at. So I kind of jumped, and he was doing that for real estate, for his fix and flips and ground up builds. Sure. And I was right in the middle of, in the Gold Country, running 3 hospitals, and I went, hey, where's your SOP? Where's your COGS? Where's your this? And he's going, what? I don't know. And I'm like,
I'm just running contractors and jobs.
I'm kind of there's a form for that everything person in running hospitals and being in human medicine and running an RCFE. So I met him, and he's like math brilliant, smart, and really nerdy when it comes to that, but like getting the back end, I was like, I got a form for that. So I just kind of took over, and then one thing led to another, and so we started, building more businesses together, and that's how we divide and conquer.
You know what? That's so inspiring, and I think that, Rachel and I were talking prior to getting you guys on the phone today, and it's just, I'm single, and Rachel and her husband Michael they're starting this stuff together. They're starting to work together, and so You know, and I think it's an interesting thing because not only are they're starting and they're really excited about this interview, but also for Rachel and I, like when we came in together, there was a lot of things that I was good at and there was a lot of things that she was good at. And I love how you took what you both were good at and didn't, you're like, babe, I'm going to help you. This is what
I
we're
got
going to
it.
do.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
That's
I'm like
awesome.
step aside. Like I know you're nerdy in this part, but you're failing over here. But I got you, boo. You know.
You see, she's the outgoing one.
Yeah,
Can you
yeah.
tell?
Yeah, and Rachel, I wanted you to know, like, I don't know if you knew this, but, you know, I have horses. I'm a cowgirl. Again, we're very different. He's city, I'm country.
Absolutely. LA born and raised.
The last,
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you.
when I met him, I just put down my last therapy horse I use for the disabled veterans. I run a behind the ears, and that is for PTSD. And I have a lot of friends that are war veterans, and some of my best friends are, and so I use behind the ear animal therapy also with my son who's on the spectrum. And so I did that for many years. I was actually looking for a horse to buy when I met Jeff, and well, I moved down to the city and now I'm like a city person. So and I traded ground for wings.
But trust me, she's bougie too. She claims that I made her bougie. It's like, come on.
How did you
So-
get
so-
it, Jeff? I want to know.
I don't. It was like she wanted me to. Oh yeah, okay. Hold
My
on,
little
the bobble.
bangles, my little bobbles.
Oh, but she had that in her before, right? Because she needed all, the horses decked out and all sorts
Boots
of
and
stuff.
blings and cowgirl things.
Exactly.
You know what?
I had nothing to do with that.
No, listen,
Maybe the DoorDash and stuff, but hey, everybody needs DoorDash and
He gets his
Instagram.
nails done. Okay, that's bougie.
Oh, I
we don't
can't
have
reach my
DoorDash in Key
feet.
West. Well, in my town.
Bomb drop.
Um, well, in
So
Key
yeah,
West,
that's what kind of makes us the misfit crew is we're just so
Yeah.
different, but it works, you know.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, so that really kind of answered the second question we had, which was what did you guys step into and like how you grew over time. So Rachel, what do you have?
I was going to
Yeah.
say, what do you? I see how you guys have grown over time, but what are you working on right now?
Oh, so many things. So
Should we tell them about
right, the Button
Deal
Pusher
Maker?
Chronicles just launched, so that's
Yeah.
amazing. So my book it's an aviation diary, so it's kind of like life, love, shenanigans in the cockpit. Times Jeff wants to, strangle my neck in that cockpit, but he can push his silence button on me. And then we're liquidating
Yeah, it's
properties.
called Isolate. Isolate.
And then we're liquidating properties in California and pivoting in our portfolio to hangar homes, more multifamilies, and then selling the subdivision in Danville that we just pitched to Dealmakers.
Yeah, so hopefully we get on.
stage.
Yeah.
I know.
Tell us
Yeah.
more about what you're doing with the. Do you mind if I ask them to go into that more a little, Kate? What
Yeah,
they're doing in the
please do.
aviation space?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm sorry, ask that again? Yeah?
No, I wanted to make sure Kate and I have a script, so I don't like to get way ahead and tangent on her.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Sometimes she holds me to schedule. Sometimes I hold her to schedule.
Yeah, go
Got
ahead.
it.
Oh, so tell us a little more what you're doing because you're liquidating all these things to really focus on the aviation piece. Tell us more about that.
So we have all these properties that are in California. They're, like from duplexes to multi-million-dollar subdivision that we took a 5-acre parcel and split it into 5 lots, including the one with the house. And then we have the opportunity to split that another couple more times to have 7 total lots. And this is in Danville, California, where there is a lot of opportunity, a lot of people coming down from the Silicon Valley because they can't afford their $15 million house, but they want a big mansion with multi-generational living. So we have it set up where we can do a 3,500 square foot house and a 1,500 square foot ADU and accessory dwelling unit.
And
Sorry.
a junior ADU.
Yeah,
So their family compounds are really big in California, especially in Danville. So 3 houses on each lot.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
these things sell at about $5 million, $5.25 million
A piece.
a
And
piece.
so
It's
once
kinda
we
nuts.
SB9 split it 2 more times, there'll be a total of 7 lots to do
So
that with.
yeah, so we're
These families want to stay together.
Yeah, they do.
Multifamily compounds are very common in, especially
Like
Danville.
you
They're
live with
all
your
over.
parents.
Yeah, you live
It's
with
a
your parents with.
generational compound.
It's like what we want to do, but we want to put the kids in a separate
back.
unit. You're right.
So,
you know?
right, all of our adult kids like on the same property so that they can orbit in their own houses. That's family compounds, but you have the main house, the junior ADU, and then the smaller ADU. Those are family compounds.
So you still get your separation.
Yeah,
but
you know, it's an interesting thing. The keys actually. So my parents lived down this little lane, and I was just briefly telling someone, another part OC, Mandy came to Key West, and I gave her like a little tour. They would do that back in the day. They would have the main street would have the house, and then the back of the house would have these little places, like these little cottages.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
an interesting-
right, because in California, you know, there's a huge housing crisis. So SB9 is what was created to do the SB9 split, so you can put these ADUs and then you can sell them or you can rent them. So these family compounds have become really huge out here.
Why Danville, though?
Can you take one parcel and do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. They've made it so that you, even if you have just a lot that was just a single family, you can essentially, buy a house in a box from
They're on Amazon.
or you can go to Home Depot,
You
put
can
it in the
crank 'em
back,
up.
put it in the backyard, and now you have a separate place, and you can split that lot into two and sell one separate from the other.
We were doing quite a bit in the construction company during COVID. We were using sheds and making offices and ADUs out of sheds on people's backyards as well. That was really big. That is still really big, where sheds turn into offices or additional dwelling units. And so we built a lot of those in the construction company over the years.
I would really like for the audience to like kind of understand that a little bit more. We'll put some stuff in the description on how they can
Sure.
research that. Yeah,
Sure.
because that's a very interesting,
Right. ADU,
Right.
additional dwelling units,
Yeah.
right? They're really big.
We'll
And
definitely
the-
keep that in the audience in the description, so make sure you check that out, everyone.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
SB9 in California.
SB9 split in California. Big, big deal.
Yep.
And then I promise we'll go to the next question. But you said
Sure,
specifically in Danville, and I want to know why Danville got, like, is it?
Well,
what on
because
earth is driving
Danville,
that?
Danville is, if you know the area in California, you'll know that that's pretty much prime dirt out there. It's really close to San Francisco, Silicon Valley. So, location, right? And
education. They have a high class school system out there, and most people want to live in Danville. I mean, it's expensive.
and close to San Francisco and the Silicon Valley.
Well,
so
yeah,
the
You're an
location is
hour
everything.
away, so
$5 million isn't like chump
That's not a
change,
cheap
you know?
house.
I mean, to buy a
No.
house.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But there, it's $2 million for a house that's built in like 1980. So I mean, for brand new builds, you can imagine the price is
Wow,
quite
yeah.
up there. Yeah.
Crazy.
yeah, and condos are $1 million.
Yep.
It's like
Yeah. It's it's California.
it's crazy.
It's California.
Well, it sounds like the keys, but
You're
you don't
paying
get-
for the weather,
On the keys, you pay for the lifestyle, so.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Right. Yeah. So location is everything, even in it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We're gonna do
What do you
little
got,
pivot.
Rach?
I was gonna say, I figure we can do the pivot.
Pivot. What's
Okay,
that? What's that?
We'll talk about flying and how that has affected your investing and what you do.
Sure.
So one of the things I just wanted to ask for our audience is you both fly together, which most people in and of themselves find like very scary. How did that even start for you two to be a thing?
Well, Jeff had already a plane, November 447 Whiskey Papa, when I first met him, and the first thing I said was, "Great, can I jump out of it? I'm a certified.
Like,
I used to be
no.
a certified skydiver." So,
No.
and my dad owned a plane, so it was a match made in heaven.
Aww.
And we use it in investing to help raise capital, and we do capital raise challenges for portfolios. So.
We pretty much use the whole piloting lingo. We came up with our flight path through success. Applying aviation style discipline.
Helping people fly into financial freedom by teaching them creative financing strategies.
Yeah, and keeping them safe. Using checklists. Essentially doing that same thing, right? Because in aviation, it's not like when you're in a car where you just jump in and go. you have to spend a half an hour to an hour making sure that it's worthy to go.
Light check.
And then you got to make sure you're worthy to go, because mentally you might not be there in terms of mindsets. You have to ground yourself. And there's times I just ground myself, just not feeling it today. I'm not feeling
Or
it.
there's times he doesn't ground himself, and I look at him and I go, "You look like a redheaded stepchild. You're grounded. No flying today."
Yeah.
So I mean, and that comes into play a lot into real estate life and business, your parenting, right? Everything, because it's discipline checklists, checking everything out. If something doesn't work out, you have to pivot. I mean,
You absolutely do. And even in the sky, you have to pivot. Hey, you're supposed to land here. Well, you don't have enough fuel to land there. Where else are you going to go? Did you plan ahead
Right.
for everything that could possibly happen, right?
Yep.
And
so
then,
you can see how that merges into real estate, right?
And-
Because you never know when things are going to go sideways. You have to think quickly and pivot.
and to explain that, like when I was a student pilot back in 2017, I had an engine out go on when I was flying around in my plane, and I had to figure out something to do. It was like, try to start it again. It's like you go into panic mode, but then your training kicks in. You got to pick a spot and go. You're not making it to the airport. The winds aren't going to allow it. You're not going to land on the freeway because that's a bad decision. You're going to pick a place and land it, and then hopefully it all works out. And, that time it worked out well. Nobody got hurt.
You're here talking
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm still here.
And he talks about it every year. It's called Dead Man's Tell No Tales. I'm still squawking. So he recounts his engine out failure every
Yeah,
year.
when we go to EAA Air Adventure, and we talk about it, and we go through it with young pilots, and just to let them know that this can happen. You can plan for the best, but you better be able to pivot when the defecant hits the fan. As it were.
For sure. No, absolutely. Hands down. So, yeah, I mean, I guess you kind of answered all my questions about flying and intimidation and flying together and that communication, because there's a lot of communication and trust and decision making that you make in the cockpit, as well as investing in real estate, right?
Absolutely, you have
So,
to. And it's all risk management, right? You wanna make sure that whatever you're doing, whatever you're investing in, is not only right, but is it right for you? Do you have the skill set to do it, and to be able to make that call and say, I don't have that skill set, but I might be willing to acquire it. I mean, the development deal, I'd never done a real ground up development before until I started doing it,
Until
right?
he did.
You take all these pieces and you put them all together, and then it's like, oh, look, I have a new skill set,
And when that's the beautiful thing about our community with Pace Morby, is that we can definitely JV too. And I think that, living in the solution is sometimes just calling on the next person and finding
Absolutely.
out, bringing them into the equation and making it a part of it. That's, because at the end of the day, it's not about us, it's about our clients,
Absolutely.
Right.
So. And are you solving a problem too, right? And there's a lot of things that, flying solves for us, and real estate solves for everybody, and then you combine it all and it's just magic.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, and personality.
And personality. I mean, I always bring the fabulous to the cockpit, but
Oh, please. And I bring the nerdy math stuff, yes.
Yeah.
So that actually
Oh my
kind of
gosh.
leads into, it's about mitigating risk, right? And Michael and I talk about this a lot. Like, you'll have roles that have individual roles and responsibility, but there's always overlap because we're people. How do you two naturally divide roles? And you can talk about it in the plane, but I think our audience is probably more like, how do you do it with your business?
How do we do it with our business? I think we just know both of us have very unique skill sets in the business. And I think with Jeff's background in math and chemistry, and my years in nursing and running hospitals, I have more of the protocols, procedures, and a lot of the back end operations side, whereas Jeff is more of the hands-on side and figuring out the problems and the pivoting. And so it just comes natural that when there needs to be the leader leading the pack of, the employees or the problems, that's where I have a quick thinking mindset from my years in nursing. And
Right.
so I think it just kind of naturally played out. We played off each other's weaks and strengths,
So what kind of systems have you guys set up? Do you have any specific systems that you are using, or
We're working on the systems we have in place right now is that for like vetting deals. There's systems to vet a deal. Jeff has a time frame. We don't do emergency funding. I want to get that out there.
Yeah, I
Real quick, for the
need
audience.
we need 2 weeks at least.
We
And we got to vet the person, we have to vet the deal, and then we have to make sure that the person is right for what they want to do. Do they have the experience? And if they don't, do they have somebody they're working with that can bring that experience where they're lacking?
And what we mean by emergency funding is we get a lot of calls for BSF Global, private money lending, private money partners. And they're like, we need it right now within 24 hours. Okay, that is not enough time for Jeff to do his math. So that's what I mean by emergency funding. We love you all. We so want to help everybody. However, we have to do our due diligence,
Right.
Well, and I
Yeah.
think
So-
that one thing that you could do to get ahead of that, and anyone that you're talking with, is speaking to the audience that if there is stuff coming up in your pipeline that you might want to get to talk to you guys, reach out to you now so you guys can build a relationship
Right.
and
Absolutely.
start communicating with each other ahead of time instead of waiting till like 24 hours ahead of time.
Right.
Be like, hey,
Right.
people,
Get
and I'm
get
not-
us
I'm not-
involved in the beginning, not at the end when it's an emergency. You
Right.
know?
And if you're doing something that we've done a lot of, like
Sure.
you're doing a ground up build, or you're doing a subdivision,
Fix and flip, we can help out on the back end project managing side, not just the PNL,
Well, you
PMD
could probably
side.
even help with the pro formas and the comps
Right.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
hey,
Right.
just getting everything up and running for them too. So, I mean, if
Absolutely.
if there's that's definitely something that
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
If they
I like
want to
that.
start a business like an RCFE, they want to do these homes. Lori's got so much experience in that, and there's so much
Right.
red tape and regulation
Sure.
that you're probably not going to know what you don't know. But you come to Lori, she
Right.
knows
so,
it.
So that's another, thing I can bring value to our community is people wanting to put our, silver livings or
Love
start an
that.
RFSC. Yeah.
Can you explain whatever heck you just said?
RCFE, residential care home for the elderly. I ran a high level dementia locked facility, 42 bed facility.
Thank
And I didn't
you.
escape from
Like,
there. So
RCFE, residential care for the facility for
Don't
the
tell
elderly.
am I elderly?
So it was
Okay.
not a skilled nursing. This is a non-medical facility. It is a care home,
Got it.
high level dementia.
Love it.
I'm not demented either. I'm okay. Okay.
You okay, Jeff?
Sorry.
So I can take care of him when the time comes.
Oh, please.
I think
take
what's
care of
so
you.
cool about
These are
this
like-
and this interview in particular, because I don't think Kate and I have giggled on it. is
I'm sorry. We're
No,
I
it's
know.
good.
We're totally
It's
shenanigans.
This is why we're the misfit crew. We're goofy.
It's
I
okay
think-
because I am you guys, so it's all good.
I believe that a lot of new people into our community are afraid to approach Owners Club members because they seem so serious or they're positioned as leaders in the community. But I think it's really good. Maybe some of the reason that people come to you last minute is that they feel intimidated. And I think by watching this,
Yes.
our audience is learning.
Yeah,
Love you
please
guys
don't be
speaking on-
intimidated. No,
Leading hospitals, I can tell you this: you got to lead with empathy. That's number one. And people, you need to lead also with compassion. Running teams in hospitals, everybody matters. So please, if anybody's out there, if you are having trouble with staff retention, you need to look at how are you treating these people. It matters. So
And not only that, but and if you have a need and you want to do something and you're not sure how and you want to reach out, call us. You
Yep.
know, we're here. We
jump
need
on a Zoom.
we need to give back. It's part of our mantra that if we don't give back, then all this information dies with us, and that's not cool.
Let's make sure that people come at you correct then. What are you
Sure.
guys looking for? Like if someone is like, I want to provide value to Jeffrey and to Lori, or Jeff and Lori. It says Jeffrey.
Yeah,
that's what that-
yeah, I
Jeff.
know. Sorry.
So we're looking to build partnerships and fund, help fund people's dreams, and then obviously help them. We had one construction company that said, if you dream it, we will build it.
Yeah.
So, we really want to help people create those dreams and be able to fund those dreams and partner with those people.
And we definitely need people, bird dogs, to help us, find the next thing. A lot of things we like to look at is fourplexes. That seems to be our sweet spot in our buy and hold box.
And hangar homes, we need hangar homes really, really bad. It's part of...
We have hangar homes in Summerlin Key. You should check that out.
So need them.
Yes, we do.
As much as we fly, it just makes sense for our portfolio to
there
cut
is
the cost down.
Such a crazy community, right?
I know.
Oh, those
I know.
houses.
I know.
And one of the things,
I love it.
Love it.
one of the things we were trying to get started out here, because we're in Vegas right now, and there is such a lack of hangars, lack of homes with hangars, and so you almost like have a built-in niche in terms of
A need for it.
and
Yeah, so we're looking into that because we cannot get a hangar for our plane, and so we're like, we might have to build the whole community.
You might
unfortunately,
We might just have to build it. They will come. Yeah.
yeah, we know they'll come. There's
Yeah.
no inventory of this.
You know what? That's an interesting thing, and I told Rachel earlier. One of my clients has been talking to me about getting some land up in Tennessee with a hangar.
Absolutely.
Yep. I mean, we need them. I mean, you can see if we're flying how it cuts down our costs, and we have some ways to make those hangar homes make active income once we put them in our portfolio.
Really, let's talk about that, man. That's another sidebar. I really think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I want to do that video for my.
Let's talk about that instead of some of these other questions, Kate, because I think this is going into your guys' niche, which I think is more what really our audience wants to know about.
So our flight path to success is really, our niche is we have a lot of pilot friends that are reaching out to us and don't know about creative financing. They may be retiring, so we're really working with the pilots associations on FBOs, that's fixed base operations. But the hangar homes and providing active income, there's several ways we can do that. We can have locked rooms where they can have Airbnb services, and also private mechanics on site in these hangar homes so they can stay, fly, and if something goes wrong, because planes are divas, let me tell you.
They are divas.
And so if we can have our mechanic, our Yoda of our plane, Girly Bird, he's wanting to leave and possibly be in these hangar home communities, so he is the mechanic on the ground. So it'll be a win-win once we get the infrastructure built.
Yeah, and there's training programs and fuel, and there's so many ways you can.
And then the flight path to
because
success.
I had a listing in Summerlin it had the strip, so I was starting to go and target certain communities.
Sure.
I have a house in the Keys on the water for sale, and man, oh man, I don't do it was more the East Coast than the West Coast, but
Sure.
this is huge. This is such a cool idea because
That's
the
what we're
hangars,
thinking.
oh my god, you have communities.
Yeah.
You base the community within the airstrips right in the middle of the community. So you have that
Exactly.
airstrip, all the houses, and all their hangars. They're all on the water.
And then we're flying people into financial freedom and coaching them while they're on the ground into a flight path into success. You can't go wrong.
Absolutely.
Man,
That's really cool.
Yeah.
How do you guys attract people to get into the flight path to success? I'm just curious. Do they come to you naturally? Do you have magnets?
So I'm trying to get my social media, which is where Michael's going to come in, hopefully.
Yes.
Because I don't know what I'm doing. It's one of those lanes where I picked up because nobody else was, and Pace said do the thing, and I'm like, I don't know how to do the thing. right? And there's so many things I don't know how to do, but I'm like, okay. And, just like write a book. He said, write a book. So that night I hired a ghostwriter. It's like, I don't know how to do this stuff, which is why we reached out to you guys and said how we attract them and how we do these flight challenges to raise capital. The audience needs to be there and the branding needs to be there. And I don't know what I'm doing. So this is a lane I don't know. I'm like winging it,
Yeah,
literally.
we're learning it. Part of the thing is when we go out to EAA Air Adventure, which is end of July. It's like the
Wisconsin.
biggest flight show of the year, and 10,000 planes fly into this. We're gonna have a booth, and we're gonna promote Busher Chronicles.
We're going to be doing a live book signing tour at EAA and doing the flight path to success.
So that's one of the ways.
That's one of the ways.
And we're hoping Mr. Mikey comes up with some other ways to help us do this. And anybody out there who wants to help us, hey, we're more than welcome to come join the crew.
And we have a huge pilot community that is really looking for this knowledge, so we're trying to bring that value to our community.
Yeah.
Perfect. Love it.
Yeah.
And everybody else using aviation
I can definitely
terms.
help with that too, for sure. Because
that would be great.
Marketing is my background. I'm working with Mike on some of that stuff. So if you do hire Mike,
well, we definitely need help.
I'm just like, this is one thing. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just throwing stuff out there. It's like spaghetti at the wall. I don't know if it's working. I don't know what I'm doing.
And the back end thing of contacting all these people on Facebook
needing
and
an AI, I'm just buried in messages.
This is not
AI. Look, guys, AI is great. I do, when I do branding and I do marketing and I do that, like, for real. We use AI all the time, Rachel and I, but you still have to know it to tell it what to do.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Which is like the lack right now for you guys. So Michael has this amazing, Michael's doing some awesome stuff, and I think depending
and that's the great thing about the community, right? I'm like, Jeff, I do not know what I'm doing. I need help, and so we reached out.
So we're asking for help, definitely.
Well, that's the first step.
Absolutely. To know you have a problem is to ask for help.
I know. The first step, admitting that you have a problem.
Absolutely.
Right.
Well, I think, what do you got, Rachel? Because I think it's been a great interview. Yeah, I'm personally am very, I think that this niche that you guys have going is huge, and only from like one house I've ever sold that was on an airstrip, and I was always fascinated by that. And obviously, it's not.
Was it bought by a pilot?
Huh?
Was it bought by a pilot?
It was. And yes, and he only bought it. He only bought it so he could fly his plane in and go to his $4.5 million house in Key West.
Oh, jeez.
Which is probably the size of this shoebox.
Yeah.
Well, when you have a plane, like, we fly just for an apple pie over to Napa for 6 minutes, so it's crazy. You do really need these hangar homes to hop around. It's just it's practical.
You can't fit a very large plane. These planes aren't jets. Marathon.
Ours is a tuna can.
Yeah,
ours is a little tuna can.
We have 4 feet across. You've not seen a tuna can. There are tuna cans out there. Trust me. When I was looking.
Careful. You guys make me nervous.
Yeah,
it makes me so nervous. Well, no, I think that this is definitely an awesome niche. I think we could definitely get the community involved and have some. I'm excited to see what happens with you guys this year. I feel like you two have something really special, not only as a couple, but for our community. You're a blessing. Your attitude and kindness is fantastic. Yeah. So keep shining that light.
Yep.
We want to help folks, so just contact us. We're here to help.
We're here to help.
Hey, you guys, this episode will release the week before Squad Up Summit, so there's no excuse.
Yay!
So I think that we got two more questions in us, Kate. You think that's all right?
Yep.
Perfect. So after all of these years together, all these years, all 6, how do you guys
7.
define?
It's
7 now. It's our anniversary
right.
this month. Yeah, yay!
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How do you guys define success together now as opposed to when you got together 7 years ago?
You want to take that, or you want me to take that?
Go ahead.
So success in life, love, and shenanigans is, it has to be, for us, we take solace in every little thing. It's not the big things, it's not the big wins, it's the, just playing around and having fun. Like, one of the things I like to do is, if my hands are cold, I'll go and, oh, let me touch
Freaks
her
me
back.
out.
And then she, turns around and, okay, fine. And then, she holds me out. Or, it's just the little things,
And I think it's just finding purpose every day, and and really remembering that life is lived as an adventure, and you really have to take every minute and make it count.
Because you're not promised tomorrow.
Yeah.
But you got this moment. You better have fun with it.
Yeah.
And you can't go wrong when you have your best friend in life by your side.
Absolutely.
So tender.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Right?
my cuteness.
I know.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't know.
And we're
about
gonna
y'all.
get married this year too, so there's that on the horizon. And in front of, well, he proposed on the way home from EAA this year, 47 days of flying this year versus 23 last. And he proposed in Reno Stead next to our bird. He went live. I didn't know what he was doing. And so this year we're actually going to get married, probably on a tarmac in front of our planes. You guys are all going to be invited. It's going to be a big Gator family, hopefully. So
Yeah,
that's coming up.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
think we should do it
Month
in
or
the
two.
Keys. Bring your plane to the Keys.
If we can ever get it over their weather, the weather has been just tricky
No, I
this
know.
year.
It's a big
Yeah,
Yeah.
just trying to get it from California to Vegas should be easy, but Bakersfield is the linchpin, and just fog. Just the
So a
weather's
lot of
been
good things. I just think that growing together in real estate, life, love, business, flying, it's just a big adventure, and we're looking forward to
Love
more.
it.
more.
So we have one question that we ask all of our guests.
Oh, I'm waiting for it.
Oh, I got one too.
I've got one. We
She's
both
got
got
one.
ours.
Yeah.
We're ready. We knew it was coming. We're
Yeah,
ready.
yeah. We're ready.
ready.
You want to go
All right,
first?
Rachel, go for it.
Go ask the question. We're ready.
You want to ask it, Kate?
All right. So what makes you as individuals and as a couple an REI baddie?
Okay, I'm gonna go first. Why am I an REI baddie? I build legacy, not hype. Cash flow fuels the mission. Ownership changes bloodlines. Oops. Cash flow fuels the mission. Ownership changes bloodlines. Horses are my spirit animals, but all God's creatures deserve saving. Through the behind ears animal therapy, I like to serve individuals with disabilities and disabled veterans with PTSD. I rescue abandoned horses because no life gets left behind. Every deal funds purpose. Love one another, don't give up on each other. Faith, fire, and execution. Boom.
Yeah, well, mine's just a little cheeky. Flashy gets you
I would expect
attention.
Nothing less.
Discipline gets you paid. That's REI baddie energy there.
Are you dropping the mic?
And together, we're just REI baddies because, we're the misfit crew.
We are the misfit crew, and we're looking for more misfits to join our crew.
And our flight path to success.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, Jeff and
I
Lori,
love it.
thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, for
You're
sharing your
welcome.
story.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having
Yeah,
us. It was
we
so
were-
much fun.
Of course.
And I
real
can't
quick-
wait to brand you.
Okay.
We will see you in Colorado, I hope. Yes, in Squad Up.
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
All right,
we'll
cool.
be
I
there.
just say to our audience, for everyone listening, we will be linking Jeff and Lori's socials below, so you can follow along with what they're building and find them at Squad Up Summit, and maybe where they're flying next. So if this episode resonated with you, share it with someone building alongside with their partner. Smash the like button, subscribe, all the things. Until next time, Stay bad.
Stay batty.
Yeah,
Stay batty.